Hello, and we're back in the hot box for another weather update for you. It's almost 10 o'clock, and you can see here more clouds today. We had more of a cloud buildup today, and a little less of the smoke. It wasn't as thick. We were able to see the sun at times today, and that's some good news. Obviously, air quality is still questionable in our area. It's still like I think 160 or something like that, but it's better than it was yesterday. All right, definitely better than it was yesterday. So this is what the satellite looks like. You can see the worst of the smoke now pushing off to the south. This smoke is probably going to go all the way around the world probably at this point. So much smoke is being generated by these fires up in Canada. You can't really see the smoke because of the cloud cover, and we don't know if they're really getting any precipitation up there or not. Let me just put this on the GLM flash intensity here. I hope there aren't any thunderstorms up there because it sort of looks convective when I'm looking at these type of clouds here. I don't see any. There are a couple of lightning strikes over there, so yeah, we're gonna have to watch for that for sure. We'll look at the CONUS satellite loop here, the East CONUS, and put this again at 60 frames so you get an idea of that smoke. Look at that. It's just going out all the way into the ocean. You can see, look at the smoke here going through the Midwest. It's everywhere. The only areas that aren't dealing with smoke are South Florida and the Southwest. That's it. So if you want blue skies, I guess that's where you have to go. But everybody else dealing with some haze from these wildfires in Canada. And actually, I want to go to the... let's go to the Northern Atlantic view. Yeah, let's do this. 60 frames again, so you can see the smoke. So yeah, oh yeah, it looks like it's made it already around the world. Looks like there's smoke over here, but you see this smoke is going to get pulled up, and you can see it's getting pulled up in this low. It could wind up circulating all the way around the low again, but it's something to see for sure. It certainly is something to see. We'll also go to the southeastern Alaska view because these wildfires that you can see they're exploding in British Columbia and Saskatchewan again. So these wildfires are now exploding again as the conditions get worse again. So it just never ends with these fires. You can see, look at how they just completely out of control there. Again, it's just unbelievable. Oh, and it looks like there's some fires that popped up further south now too in British Columbia as well. So yeah, it's just incredible. The whole country of Canada is on fire right now. It's absolutely nuts. It truly is nuts. So let's go to look at the current conditions out there. Obviously, we've got the smoke around, overcast, and you see air quality alert is now going to be in effect through Friday night for New York. And I assume New Jersey as well. And maybe it says 1 p.m. Friday for Connecticut. But generally, I think we're going to have some more smoke tomorrow, maybe a little better than today. Wasn't quite that as bad today. It wasn't quite as thick. And you could definitely see the sun at times, for sure. Let's go look at what we got going on outside right now. We'll look at some observations. So let's go to the weather viewer, and you can see all these air quality alert advisories in effect. And I do have a headache, so I don't know if it's from the smoke or no. Actually, I don't think it's from the site. Actually, I was feeling okay when I was on the South Shore. When I got back to when I got back to Mineola, I started feeling ill. And when I got back to this area, I really felt ill. My neighborhood, it's just so stuffy and hot in this neighborhood. And again, it's not even. It's a cool night out there. What do we got out there? It's 54 at Dix Hills, West Farmingdale. 60. No, it's North Babylon. Let's see, 61 at Farmingdale. The visibility is now up to 7 miles, still noting smoke. But you can see 61. But in the alley, it's 67. So I guess that's not too bad, but it's much warmer in the alleys. So just really just hot as hell here. It's a furnace, this whole block. And they got 50s in, looks like against some radiational cooling in the Pine Barrens areas again. And 50s in Connecticut, too, by the way. And you'll see around 60 in Jersey. So let's go look at the high temperatures today. We'll get this out of the way first. I think it was a little warmer today. We had low 70s, still upper 60s on the east end and to the north. where there was more cloud cover, upper 60s to the south, where there's less cloud cover in Jersey, southern Jersey, mid 70s. Lows, I think we did the lows. Did we do the lows? I don't think we did the lows. Let's put the lows on the screen. So 37 at West Hampton. Other than that, got down to 46 at Islip, 50 at Farmingdale. Meanwhile, in the alley, it was only 57, I think, for a low. So, yeah, we were kind of matching LaGuardia, basically. It's like LaGuardia out my window, basically. Yow! Lows around 40 degrees in Jersey, so, again, getting some good radiational cooling there. It's nice to have a cool nice. It's nice to have cool air. It really is nice. It's just too effing hot here. Sorry for complaining. It is. It's just what it is, you know. I just want to escape this place. I'm stuck because of the... Try not to rant about that, John. Okay, so let's talk about the air quality index here. And, again, understanding the AQI, again. Good, there's moderate, unhealthy, and yesterday we were at hazardous yesterday. So now we've moved between unhealthy, and tomorrow will probably be an unhealthy for sensitive groups. All right? So it's still... You can see there were some scattered showers and sprinkles, mainly up to the north, but we didn't get anything here. Nothing here. So let's look at the climate outlook here. I meant the weather. Oh, sorry. I got to stop and slow down for a minute here. 72 was the high at Islip today. The normal high 75. That's 3 degrees below normal. The low is 47. The normal value is 58. Well, we were at 58 in the alley for a low. So the average 60. And so we're still 7 degrees below normal at Islip. Again, it's not like you can open your window because the smoke is no good to breathe in. 72 at Central Park. Normal high 78, 6 degrees below normal. So 6 degrees below normal for Central Park. And you can see, again, all the smoke going on here. Some smoke here in Quebec. Again, and you can see all this smoke here that's coming out of these fires here that's going to get dragged across. So it's just so many wildfires going on all across Canada right now. It's insane. And this is the smoke plume again, which is probably going to make its way across the Atlantic and maybe even make its way up into Greenland. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. So let's go to the weather map here, weather prediction center here. So again, we've got this like low that's kind of just sitting over us, cut off. This front again, it's kind of just everything is just stuck in place right now, you know, and not much changes for tomorrow. That low kind of just backs up a little bit, brings it a little more chance for some showers, but nothing really crazy as far as that goes. So let's look at the Storm Prediction Center. Nothing for today. Tomorrow, let's see, day 2. Where's day 2 convective? I see day 1. I don't see day 2 here. Huh, that's weird. Oh, yeah. Where's the day 2 convective? I'll click this. Nothing for us. So it's mainly in the same areas that it's always been. In North Texas, Oklahoma, you know, not our area. However, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. We're going to look at some Cape levels in a moment. Looking at the radar, again, you'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms, just very widely scattered. There's an area of rain, a little bit of it looks like this could be an area of rain, perhaps over the fires in Quebec, maybe. So let's go to the smoke models first, and then we will talk about the actual weather. So we're going to go to the RAP model first, the vertically integrated smoke for tomorrow. This is the latest one, so you get to see we're still dealing with smoke and air, but you notice it's a little better. A little more of it's getting pushed to the south now because of that low kind of moving a little more southwestward. Just a very unusual pattern to have this low just sitting here like this, and it's just nothing moving. It's just crazy. So we'll now look at the near surface smoke, and you'll see it definitely improves tomorrow. Look at that. It's getting pushed off to the south. So we will have improvement for tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be less smoky. And maybe they're going to be able to drop that air quality advisory maybe by the afternoon, perhaps, as most of the smoke will be aloft at that time. We can look at the HRRR, though, which is a different model. And we refresh this, see if we can get a little. That's the 0-1Z. Go to 0Z run, which is only 14 hours. And again, this doesn't go as far as the other model. You see, it generally does have a tendency. It looks like it's trying to get pushed to the south. Again, that's the vertically integrated smoke. And the near surface smoke is this one here. You'll see it generally does have a tendency to get pushed off to the south. We can also go and look at the weekend and look at the longer run at 21Z. I think it's 21Z. Yeah, the longer run of the smoke on the RAP. And let's see what we got. So this is tomorrow. Now we're going into Saturday. It looks like a lot of the smoke is gone, but you notice, it starts coming back in later Saturday. That might be a loft. We'll have to see if that's near surface smoke or not. Let's go and look at the near surface smoke model. Hopefully not near surface. I don't see any near surface, so that's good. All right, so it won't be at the surface. It'll be, looks like it will be a loft. Well, maybe be a little bit of it, but nothing crazy. But you'll see everybody's dealing with smoke. If you don't want to deal with smoke, you have to go in the west or Florida. Everybody's dealing with it. It's absolutely nuts. So let's go to the models now, and we will go and take a look at what's going to be happening tomorrow. And again, I'm just going over tomorrow. Tomorrow not at night when I do the weather update, I'll go through the weekend. Right now, I'm just, I did a longer weather update last night. I don't feel like doing another one tonight. So looking at your HRRR model here, you'll see you have the showers popping up here. And again, you'll have very widely scattered showers and thunderstorms starting to pop up later in the afternoon, like 3, 4 o'clock. But you see it's very widely scattered. So don't expect much rain from these. It doesn't look like much rain would even fall at this point. If I go to total accumulated precip, you could see it's barely anything. All right. However, again, we could have lightning, more frequent lightning, and then could be it might be similar to what we went through on Tuesday. So let's look at the dew points and wind flow, and you'll see light winds. You got northerly breezes today. There was some sea breeze tried to get in, but it was mostly northerly breezes. And you'll see tomorrow we'll have a northwesterly wind, and then maybe a sea breeze in the afternoon, but it might be very weak. Models are overestimating it, I think, a little bit. And then you'll see as we get into Saturday, you don't really see a defined front here, so that's why maybe we won't have the same kind of severity that we saw on Tuesday. However, you see on Saturday, light winds generally staying fairly dry. I shouldn't even be going that far. I really want to talk about tomorrow. So tonight will be cool again. Lows probably around 50 to 55 degrees, except around 60 in my alley from hell. And then tomorrow will be a cool day because of the cloud cover and everything. So again, probably below normal again for highs. Maybe upper 60s to around 70. It's going to be cool because of more of those clouds around. All right. And then tomorrow night, we'll probably drop back again to around 50. And then Saturday could be a little warmer depending on where you are. Maybe in Jersey it'll be a little warmer. But Saturday will be better than tomorrow. Hopefully with better air quality too. All right. RGM, we'll look at the clouds. Again, this isn't the smoke, but we'll look at the clouds. Tomorrow you'll see there'll be more cloud cover around popping up in the afternoon. You'll see. And hopefully maybe there'll be some showers over Jersey. It looks like this one's trying to develop some more convection over Jersey. Then thicker cloud cover moves through overnight. And then for Saturday, we should have more sunshine. And hopefully maybe a chance at blue skies. But again, I don't know. And then by Sunday, we'll see more high clouds rolling in. We might be dealing with smoke. We might not be dealing with smoke again. It's hard to go beyond a day with this because it's so changed. Now I can't even see what's going on over there, right? So let's go to the NAM model, the NAM 3, and look at tomorrow as well with the convection here. All right. So obviously the NAM, being the stronger of the models, does show an isolated thunderstorm or two here. This one's around 4 o'clock, another one on the east end around 3. It would be very isolated whatever pops up. It won't be very widespread. So don't expect a whole lot of rain tomorrow because we're not going to get it, unfortunately. Last stop is Ventus Sky, and we'll look at the Cape levels for tomorrow. And let's go here. And you'll see here we are, 2 o'clock. Not too bad. 5 o'clock, really not too bad. 8 o'clock. We start seeing a little more around 8 o'clock and even 11 o'clock, interestingly enough, which is kind of interesting. If we look at precipitation, it's not like it's marking a thunderstorm there. Just because there's CAPE doesn't mean a storm will form. Obviously, let's look at lifted index, and it's pretty high. So we'll have to see those shower chances. There is lifted index, so there is instability, and that's something that, again, that is there. So there is some instability, and that's why we'll see what happens. But of course, the smoke has an effect on all this. Sometimes it can make it worse. Sometimes it can make it less, depending on the situation. So just beware that we could see some strong thunderstorms tomorrow. After what we went through on Tuesday, we can't get caught off guard again. So beware of that and just pay attention to the radar. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Have a good night.